Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm so excited to see you. Wow, we had such an incredible response to this live training today, which I'm going to go over the top 12 mistakes that photographers make when using Facebook ads. And so I'm going to dive right in here in a minute, but I'm just making sure that we're streaming and that it's all working. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here, let me see that again. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm adjusting my computer. Anyway, hello, welcome and happy Monday. Mondays, I love Mondays. They're like a fresh start every week. When you have your own business, you need to be your own cheerleader. You know, I'm sure you can relate. Yeah, go fix it, whatever. I'm sure you can totally relate to that. And here, put it here. And so it's really tough. And having a brand new week is always like, whew, we can start over, we can start fresh. And I'm so excited to see you guys. Hello. Wow, we're gonna have so much fun today. Hi, Melinda. Melinda's one of my OGs. So fun. Anyway, yeah, drop a comment in the comment thread and let us know where you're from, what genre you shoot, and we're going to dive right in here. So, it's taken me a really long time to learn these mistakes. And by the way, these 12 mistakes that I'm going to go through with you guys today, I've made them all. So if you can relate, let me know. It's tough. It's tough being an entrepreneur sometimes. Sometimes it's a lonely struggle. And boy, I was so excited when I finally figured these out. Facebook ads were the one thing that got my studio finally profitable and finally with enough leads coming in the door. Unless you have dialed in client acquisition, you're going to always have a business that's going to struggle, unfortunately. But finding a reliable, repeatable, and consistent way to bring clients in is gold for your business. So let me dive in. Before we totally get going, I just wanted to introduce myself really quick. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Dina Mandy, and I'm basically obsessed with helping portrait photographers build profitable six-figure photography businesses. This is so wildly insane to me that I have now been teaching since 2019, and I've helped over 300 photographers actually figure out their client acquisition and their workflow and ways to get more people in the door, more bums in seats, and have more clients to serve, which is amazing. I think we all probably agree that what we do can be so life-changing for our clients. So to be able to have enough of them is so important. So drop a comment in the comments below. Let us know where you're coming in from, what your genre is, where you live. Let me tell you a really quick story. I started my portrait studio in 2017, and I struggled hard for 3 years to get clients in the door. I tried everything that every mentor taught me. I tried gift vouchers. I tried networking. I did bridal shows. Oh my gosh, those were expensive and exhausting. I tried the $99 specials, and it only seemed to attract freebie seekers. I tried model calls, and you guys, let's get real about this for a minute. Model calls. I come from a whole background of advertising. I'm a commercial director and a filmmaker. And when you have talent, they're paid, not the other way around. They don't pay you, you pay them. So yeah, model calls was an odd way for me to get clients in the door. I tried giveaways, but then again, when you're giving stuff away, you're only attracting freebie seekers, and I actually don't recommend it. I also tried local advertising because I come from a background of advertising. And Steven, can you come here for a sec? I tried advertising, and I just felt like I wasted so much time and thousands of dollars. Local advertising is really expensive, so that is really tough. This thing's frozen. So I was ready to give up and completely quit. But then I tried something new. About 3 years into my journey, I was like, I'm going to try something completely new, completely crazy. And I thought that if I didn't serve everybody, I would lose out on clients. But I tried completely the opposite. I niched down. I created a very irresistible, very juicy offer only for my one ideal client. And then my business blew up. I ran my Facebook ads and my business completely blew up. Let me share with you my real results. I made $79,967.57 in portrait sales in 14 weeks when I first started my first campaign and my Facebook ads. And that is a business that is sustainable. It pays my mortgage. It pays my rent. It pays me. It helps me provide for my family. It helps keep my kitties in organic kitty food. I'm telling you, when you figure this stuff out, it is a game changer in life. And I have been so excited to now teach this to other photographers. So I want to share my story with Rosalind. I love Rosalind. Rosalind, if you're listening, drop a hey in the comments. I just love this story so much. She started working with me in February of 2021. And then she was so excited because she had started her business, without a logo, without, a portfolio. In fact, see that beautiful photograph of her? That was her one gorgeous self-portrait. And we launched her Facebook ads with that one gorgeous self-portrait, and her business completely took off. So she started getting booked solid into the weeks and months to become. She said, to say I couldn't do this without you is an understatement. You rock. If you're on the fence about a membership at working with me, this will change your business. And then let's just fast forward. So you saw Rosalind in February, then you saw her in September, and then everybody who works with me gets this really cute little brass bell, by the way, and we ring it. And we celebrate our wins. I love creating a culture of celebration. And so Rosalind was ringing her bell. In the first 9.5 months being in business, she made $130,000. And now I think she's on track to do her stretch goal of $250K this year. This is so incredible to me. Literally every day, you guys, I get emails, texts, phone calls. I get spa baskets. I get thank you cards. I get gifts in the mail because the photographers working with me feel so supported, and they feel like I call my course the secret sauce, and they feel like they've also got the secret sauce. And Katie said this really sweet thing in my group just last week. She said last year I spent over 10K in education with a few different educators, and then she said there's a huge difference in this program and how it's structured. I'm just amazed. Thank you so much, Dina. After struggling so long, I feel grateful and excited. And Kelly said, yep, same thing. I spent 10K on 3 different programs and ended the year pretty much out of business. Started this one in December. In the first half of 22, she's booked 25 new clients and has her really high average sale. So, oh my gosh, these stories are what light me up completely. And I love mentoring photographers because I know I can get them results, because I know that what I teach works, and I know that what I teach is so completely different than what any other mentor or any other coach has to offer. It's all good. When you think about it, the top athletes work with more than one coach. It totally makes sense that if you've invested in another mentor or coach, but you still don't have enough leads coming in the door, then we got to figure that thing out. And I love what Kelly had said. I've never in my life felt so certain that I'm going to be okay. And I love that. If anybody had seen the live with Julie Kiernan last week here in this group, she said, this campaign and this method of getting people in the door gives me so much peace. And I love that I'm able to provide photographers with peace. So let's dive in and let me share with you what all of the mistakes that I made when I first started my photography business. The number one top mistake that many photographers make is, number one, choosing the wrong type of campaign. Now, let me know in the chat if you have if you've used Facebook ads before. Let me know if you have some experience with them, if you've tried and failed, if you tried and they just didn't work, or if you, I'm just looking at everybody. Hi, good to see you. Or if you've tried and just didn't get the results that you really wanted or needed. So number one, it could have been that you chose the wrong type of campaign. Now, many gurus and many teachers will teach you that conversion campaigns are the only way to go. And here's what I want you to know, that Facebook is always going to give you exactly what you ask for. So when you set up your campaign and you ask it for link clicks, you're going to get people who click links. If you want, I recommend ask for page views instead, because page views are more intentional. They're going to move your client further down the path to your path to cash. But whatever you ask for, if you ask for video views, messenger messages, whatever, you're going to get that kind of result. You're going to get that behavior. And so Facebook has all these data points on us, and they know exactly who the link clickers are. They know who the landing page viewers are. They know the people who actually buy. And you want to you definitely do want to ask for conversions. But here's what I'd like you to consider first, is that you want to season your pixel first. And when you do this first, your end results will give you more leads at a lower cost. So you want to teach Facebook, here's my ideal client, go out and find them. And you want to do that first with an awareness campaign, a traffic campaign, or an engagement campaign before you go to conversions. The other thing is that you want to become a trusted, quote unquote, trusted advertiser with Facebook. You want them to know that, hey, I am real. I am not a bot. I'm in business. I am doing the right thing. And when you don't kind of prove yourself to them by going through 2 or 3 billing cycles first before you go to a conversion campaign, you're going to be at the risk of having your account flagged, especially for boudoir photographers. I'm going to say you want to make sure that you have a few ads that succeed and get approved before you go straight to a conversion campaign. You want to season that pixel. You want to teach that pixel where to go find your people, so that when you actually do go to a conversion campaign and you start optimizing for conversions, that your seasoned pixel will bring down the cost per event. Okay, so let's dive into number 2, one of the number 2 top things that can go wrong. And I see this all the time, and believe me, I was guilty of this as well. When I first started my campaigns, I sent them to my website because, of course, I want people to go to my website, right? And here's what happens. If you send them to a typical photographer's website where, across the top, you got your menu bar and it's like, about me, here's my portfolios, here's all of my portfolios. And I offer maternity and glamour and boudoir, branding, senior portraits and headshots. And, I've even seen people I do food photography and I do video and whatever. So if you are a super talented person and you embrace multiple genres, that's cool, that's fine. Just don't advertise it that way, or don't put Facebook ad spend money to a website where people have too many things to click, too many choices. You put the creative burden on them and they're confused. And when people are confused, they don't take the next step. They just don't, they just don't do it. So you don't want to do that. This is what a typical photographer website looks like. If many of you do multiple genres, this may seem very familiar to you. And this is not a clear call to action. If you have too many genres, too many options, Here's the problem is that whoever your lead is at that moment, say it's a man looking for headshots, he's going to land on a page and see a bunch of maternity and beauty, and he's going to think, oh, this isn't for me. Or if you send a woman who's wanting maternity shots to a website that has all kinds of genres and it has a lot of men on it, she's going to think, well, this person doesn't specialize in what I need right now. So I'm going to go find somebody else who specializes. Anyway. Number 3, one of the other top 3 problematic things that you can introduce in your Facebook advertising is to not have your ads and the next step be congruent. You want to have visual congruency. You want to offer them like breadcrumbs in a forest. You want your audience to know that after they've clicked your ad, the next place that you're sending them, that is the right place. And you can do this by using the same type of designs, the same type of colors. If you've used some fonts in your ad, you want them to be congruent with where they land, and you want them to feel like, yes, I'm in the right place. I clicked on an ad, it interested me, I want to see what is next. And then, oh, good, I'm in the right place, I see it. It's kind of like, if you think about it, when you have a yard sale, right? If you have a pink sign on pink neon, and then the next one is black and white, and the next one is red, people aren't going to make it to your yard sale. So you have to leave those breadcrumbs in the forest, and you have to leave the right designs and colors, and keep people moving along your path. All right, let's dive into number 4. This could be a big mistake that a lot of photographers make, is not optimizing for each device and platform. You want to watch your analytics to see how your ads are being viewed. If you want to resize the photos or videos if necessary to optimize them for mobile, for the tablet, and for desktop. And you want to pay attention to where your people are viewing your ads. What platform and device are they on? And I've provided some numbers here at the bottom. I'm going to give everybody a copy of this PDF so that you can have this to refer to as you're creating your own Facebook ads. But you want to, you want to make sure to use the right ad creative, the right photos or videos in the right size on the right platform. And that will really help a lot. So, and you can see here, I've shown you examples of stories, examples of in the feed, and examples of the right column. And another thing that I'm asked a lot is, do I prefer manual placements or automatic? And a year ago I would have said I would do automatic only, or sorry, manual only, and I would choose which platforms and device my ads showed up on. But now Facebook is so smart, and it knows how to literally find our audience. I just trust it, and I let Facebook just go out and find them. And so I'm actually doing automatic placements mostly these days. It also keeps your ad cost down. So the number 5 problem that I see with photographers using Facebook ads is that they don't think about the very top, say, 3 lines inside the ad. The very first lines that people see, the very first words that people read above the see more. When you're scrolling Facebook and you often have to click see more to get the rest of the message, that is called the micro ad. Everything that is above see more is your micro ad. So you want to make every single word inside that micro ad be meaningful and get people to move along to the next step. So, for instance, in this ad, I'm offering a copy of my magic booking script. And I'm saying it because I'm going to be giving it away for free. And then every single word here is highly intentional, and it's designed and crafted specifically to my ideal audience to what they desire, to what they need, and how juicy and enticing it is to offer a freebie. So this is called sharing a link to a lead magnet. It's very powerful when you are wanting to build an audience. This is one of the ways that I recommend to build your audience, is to create a juicy lead magnet. And this allows people to take the next step. So this is so fun. Okay, great. I am seeing some comments in the chat. Keep them coming. It's really fun. All right, let me go on to number 6. This can be a big issue. If you turn off your ads or make changes too soon, you're going to interrupt what Facebook calls the learning phase. And it's good to understand what the learning phase is. You want your ads to get to at least a few thousand impressions before making changes. Or you want to get, the learning phase actually consists of about 50 of your desired events, whatever event that you're optimizing for. They want 50 of those to happen within a week's time. And so if you start, say on day 2, you're like, I'm not getting any results. And you get in there and you start editing your own ad, it's going to put it back to square one. So you want to give it time. You want to try a few different ads, give them all time before you then make decisions on it. So it's really good to go look up and understand Facebook's learning phase. Ads go from in review, the next phase is learning phase, the next phase is active. And when they're active and optimized, they're going to be going out and finding those people that match that event that you wanted them to convert to. Okay, here's number 7. This is a problem. If you delete your old campaigns, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot because you won't have the previous numbers to compare to your new ads performance. And that's really important. As in your Facebook ads learning journey, you want to be able to definitely see your ads performance from when you begin to when you've been doing it for a few weeks to when you've been advertising on Facebook for a few months, and then eventually when you've been advertising on Facebook to get more portrait clients in the door for a few years. You're going to want to be able to understand what happened in the past so that you can plan for the future. So here's an example. And when I'm analyzing my ads performance, I'm often looking at the click-through rates. And so my highest click-through rate of all time was 19.28%. And when you're in your ads manager, take a look at whatever your click-through rate is. And the click-through rate is always going to be higher than the click-through rate because the click-through rate represents every single place that on a Facebook ad where somebody can click a link, or they can click. So they can click like, comment, or share. They can click the picture. They can click the link of the advertiser to find out more about the advertiser. If you put a live URL link into your ad, then they can click that link. They can click reply, if somebody made a comment and then they want to make a comment. So click-through rate represents every possible place that can be clicked on an ad. And then the click-through rate represents the percentage of people who actually made it through to the other side. If they have clicked learn more or see more or sign up or subscribe, that represents all of the people who actually made it through. And a lot of times you'll see people don't make it through because who knows what happened. Their internet could have gone out. It could be they're next up in line at the grocery store, or it could be the dog barked or the baby cried or somebody came to the door. There's so many, we're all super busy. So there's a lot of reasons that people might not make it through to the other side of your ad. I will tell you one thing though, on this column, in my ads manager, you don't see anything under 1.5%. If you go in your ads manager right now, and you have a click-through rate of less than 1.5%, shut that ad off because you're wasting your money. It's not working for you. All right. So number 8. Let me get into this one in a sec. What we offer is such an emotional product and service. It's really good to keep that in mind when you're crafting your ad copy. You want your ad copy to literally move your leads, move them emotionally to take the next step with you. And whether this is to download a lead magnet, visit a landing page or a site, or to book a call, you want to inspire the FOMO. You want to inspire desire and curiosity. You want to inspire their fear of missing out with your words and your phrases. So let's talk about what that could be. I muted my mic to cough. I hope I didn't cough in your ear. Here's an example. Now, I didn't come up with this. I want to credit the Junto Institute for Entrepreneurial Leadership, who I was doing a Google search and I found this incredible emotional and feeling wheel of emotional words and words that can be spun into phrases. So things like enthralled, romantic, enchanted, euphoric, excited, hopeful, illustrious, triumphant, attracted, passion. You can peaceful, desire, longing, affectionate. I love finding good inspiration for really juicy ad copy that could potentially be woven into lovely emotional phrases that can spur your client on their journey with you. So, which brings us to the number 9 in our top 12 mistakes is forgetting about your buyer's journey. So you want to customize your viewer's experience based on their awareness of your brand. Keep in mind that when people first learn of us, that's a cold audience. So we oftentimes have to warm them up. And by using reach, engagement, or video view campaigns, then you can actually target those people later to a mid to bottom funnel call to action. Let me explain what that means. This is kind of a similar path on their sales funnel, or for a sales funnel. In the beginning, when they're cold, they have absolutely no awareness of your brand. Then they might have seen an ad or two, or they might have heard of you. This number 3, the contact form, this is kind of its own little mini journey, because when they're filling out the contact form, they can be anywhere from like, nah, this sounds interesting, to holy moly, sign me up. So they could be at bunch of different states there. And then, of course, as they continue on the journey, then they're your client, and then they become your raving biggest fan. So you want to tailor your ads, your messages, those emotional phrases to your client, and meet them where they are at your journey. Their journey with you. That's what I meant to say. Meet them where they are at their journey with you. Okay, the number 10 problems that photographers might make using Facebook ads is not to test images enough. Once you start advertising regularly, you'll find that some images definitely outperform the rest of the images. And the only way to know which photographs or videos are the winners are to test them against each other. I recommend testing at least 5 or 6 photos or videos per each ad set. Now, again, at the campaign level, you're making one decision. What is the campaign objective? At the ad set level, you're making a few different decisions, including where are these people, where geographically, where do they live, how old are they, what are they into if you're using interest targeting, what are their common interests, that sort of thing. And then I recommend for each one of those ad sets, you want to have 5 or 6 or even more photos and videos, so that when you run your ads, and then again, you don't edit them and you don't mess with them in the learning phase, like turn your ads on and then just don't look at them for at least 4 or 5 days. Then you're going to go look at 5 or 6 of them and know which ones are your winners. I love that. This is a really important thing to keep in mind. The right crop in these pictures can change every single thing. And I'll give you a little hint. I actually wouldn't use this photo. This beautiful photo of my lovely friend Sophia. I love it so much. But I think another photo of her actually looking at the camera would probably get a much higher click-through rate. We're kind of like, you know how they say babies in cribs, when they see like the little toys that dangle over the crib, and if there's faces, or a lot of times faces are in their picture books or their toys or whatnot, and they respond to that because we're all attracted to other faces. We're all attracted to eyes. Eyes, again, are the windows to the soul. That's as true now as it's ever been. And I have literally seen, I've helped 300 photographers learn Facebook ads. So I have literally seen thousands of Facebook ads at this point. And as a mentor and a coach and who teaches and a Facebook ads expert, I will say test photos looking away against photos looking at the camera and see if you find the same results. And then look for happy and inspirational expressions, because Facebook as a platform, its goal is to keep us on the platform as long as possible, and they want everybody to be having a happy and positive experience. And so by actually using Facebook's own their own mission, you'll actually keep more eyes on your ads. Now, this brings us to number 12, and the number 12 biggest problem I see photographers, a big pitfall that they have when using Facebook ads, is not implementing a strong, consistent follow-up system. It's really simple to get completely overwhelmed with leads when you're using Facebook ads. One of the biggest mistakes I see photographers making is to go out, get 40 or 50 leads, and not follow up and get back to them right away. When I'm running my ads, I get back to them within 24 to 48 hours. I give them a call, I hang up the phone, I text them, I send an email, and then I do that 2 or 3 times within a week. And then if they don't respond, then I invite them to my group. And that is how that works. So there's my little tidbit of advice. Now, here's what I want you to remember about following up, is that the fortune is in the follow-up. There's a saying that salespeople will give up after 1 or 2 tries of following up with a lead. And whether you like it or not, we're in the business of sales. Yes, you're a photographer. Yes, you're a portrait studio owner. But like it or not, our main job is to get leads and follow up with them and nurture them. And most salespeople will give up following a lead after 1 or 2 tries, and it often takes 8 or 10, 9 or 10, or even more touch points before somebody's ready to be in the buying zone. So you want to use all of the resources available to you, because we all learn in different ways. And we all respond to sales in different ways. Some people love phone calls. Some people are texters. Some people only deal with email. I often like to laugh and say some freaks only use Facebook Messenger. I'm totally kidding. I have a lovely friend who won't call me. She won't text me, but she'll send me messages in Messenger. And don't send me messages in Messenger because I'm never there. And I'll see it like months later and go, girl, I missed that invite you gave me. I wish you'd just called me. I don't know, I'm a better texter. So there you go. Now, I want to show you, you've just heard the 12 top things that photographers can do wrong when using Facebook ads. And now what I want to share with you is what can go right when you use Facebook ads. These are actual real leads, real results. This is probably representing about a week of my Facebook ads being on. And I have hidden phone numbers and full names and everything, but you can see I get results, I get leads, and I also get their why. And let me tell you, photographers, when you line up your why with your clients' whys, that is when your business will explode. and you can get the kind of crazy results that I've gotten. I've often have people ask me, can Facebook ads work if I've moved? Like, put it this way, if you've been in business a really long time, you probably have a whole bunch of referrals, and that's a great place to be. That's really awesome. That is, that's the desired place to be in when you have a business that has been going for a few years and everybody refers you. The headshot clients refer you, the maternity clients refer you, the beauty and branding clients refer you. That is wonderful. It's free, right? It's unless you give out referral vouchers, which I actually do. I reward my clients if they refer someone to me, I give them $100 and I give my clients $100 off their package. But that's me. I like to reward people. But anyway, let's talk about last year my hubby got a job 200 miles away. We rented a little condo for him to live in while he was working there. I had my portrait studio I'm in Paso Robles, California, in beautiful Central Coast wine country, halfway between LA and San Francisco. But this particular section of time, Jason was working 4 hours drive away, and I wanted to be with him, but part-time, but I didn't want to lose my client base in Paso Robles where I was. But I had an idea. This condo had a little one-car garage, and you can see it wasn't glamorous. There was a washer and dryer in the corner. I would roll up the door, and I would put a 12 by Westcott diffusion in the garage door, and it was beautiful light. I got to tell you, if you have the ability to work in a garage, that is my absolute favorite, especially the one-car garage, because I could line up the backdrops and work in such an efficient way in such a small space. It was really just efficient. I loved it. I literally turned my Facebook ads on in that new zip code in 1 week. The next week, my calendar was full of clients who were actually chasing after me, reaching out, begging me to work with me. And I share this story, like I made nearly $80,000 in 14 weeks, in just a little over 3 months. And these are some of the images that I created from this little one-car garage. So anything is possible. So here's my big goals for you. If you're listening to me right now and you're wondering, how can I learn what you've done? How do I do this? Dina, how do I get some of this magic? So my goals for all of the photographers working with me is that you never, ever, ever worry about getting clients ever again. Because I know my strategy and what I teach can earn you consistent $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and up a month. And you can do this without networking, without gift vouchers, without model calls, never working for free, never discounting your work, never doing giveaways. But what you do is my system, which I absolutely love. I just want you to see this really sweet message from Lana, one of the photographers who worked with me. She said, I would buy this program 1,000 times over. I'm a new photographer just getting started, so if this can work for me, pretty much anyone can have great results. So you might be wondering right now, how do I make this transformation? You might be wondering, how the heck am I going to be able from not having nearly enough clients to being as booked up and busy as I want to be? And it's totally doable, but you have to take the next step. And I'm going to share with you right now what that is. I can teach you step by step how I did it so you can do it too. And let's work backward I like to begin with the end in mind. How many shoots per month do you want to do? What's your monthly income goal? You need to have all the pieces in place to reach this goal. You need to figure out how much you need to make to reach your goal or replace your current income. And we're just going to pull in a little example together. So say you wanted to make $120K a year, or say you want to be like Rosalind and make $250, because that's totally doable too. You just want to reverse engineer backwards and figure out how many clients you need to sell at what price to make that amount. So for example, if you have 5 to 10 leads consistently a week, you book somewhere between 20 and 50% of those. You shoot 5 of those clients per month. You have an average sale of $2,000. That's $120,000 a year. And do you see how doable it is to do 5 sales per month? Like, you could do that part-time. You could be a busy person with some other job or do whatever, but you can absolutely do that, and it's completely reachable. Here's the thing I want you to know, though. What you don't know, you don't know. So if you think, well, I'm just going to go to her landing page and I'll just reverse it and I'll just build what she built. But you know what? You cannot. You can't reverse engineer this. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and people will go in those groups and go, Facebook ads don't work. And most of them have just tried to copy me. And then they didn't know what was under the iceberg. And if you can't see the full picture, you're leaving money on the table. And if you miss the tiny details that really, it's the smallest hinges that swing the biggest doors. And if you miss something critical something that you leave out, your headline is in the wrong order, or you put your subhead before your headline, or you don't use the right kind of photos that actually move people on that client journey that I was talking about. If you miss one critical piece, it can have a huge impact on your sales, your conversions, the whole entire growth of your photography business, and ultimately your income if you get one little thing wrong. So that is why I've put together my Secret Sauce Campaign Method course and group coaching program, because I have put together such a comprehensive training and support system for new photographers who want to learn my framework. And this can work so fast. You can have a completely new photography business literally in about 10 days, because I have landing page copy pre-written for you for many different genres. I have your first 3 Facebook ads completely written for you with design templates. And lately, when I'm working really closely with a group of photographers working with me, and I know what is performing the best, remember those click-through rates? I know the ones getting the highest, and you can kind of bypass the shortcut of trying to figure it out and trying and failing on your own like I did. I mean, I didn't get to where I'm at now by doing all those top 12 mistakes first. So that's how that kind of works. I also teach you how to set up a CRM or something like Dubsado in a way where everything is completely pre-written for you. You can just literally copy and paste my templates right into your CRM, and you'll have remember the fortunes and the follow-up? You'll have an automatic email that goes right out to your people, and you'll have a rock solid way of following up with them. I've pre-written an email nurture sequence. And for those of you who you're like, I have an email list, but I never use it. Photographers, you are literally leaving money on the table if you're not nurturing your email list. And in my course, I show you step by step how to change what you're not doing and just make tiny little tweaks to completely revamp your whole business. I've even created a pricing template guide for you. If you've been on the fence about your pricing and you know that you can command more, but you're just not sure how to go about it, I literally walk you through step by step how to raise those prices. Facebook groups are one of the best ways to nurture and follow up with your leads, and I completely plan out your first or next 20 posts, because that if people are on the fence, that is literally how to warm them up and get them off of the fence. I've had people be in my photography or my Facebook VIP group for like a year and a half or 2 years, and finally reach out and go, Dina, it's time. I'm ready for my shoot now. And I didn't even have to go out and email them or get them again. I didn't have to run my Facebook ads again because they're already in there. So what I teach is literally plug and play. It is so simple. If you can copy and paste, you can be up and running in a matter of days. So let me go over the value of what I teach. Now, keep in mind, the cost of my course is nowhere near the value. And I know I should be raising it. In fact, I've been talking to my sales team, and they say we should raise this every quarter, because here's the thing. in the coaching world, you should charge, you want people to make at least 10 times the amount that your course costs. And most of my photographers make 20 to 25 times the amount in their first year. And then they have it year after year for the rest of their career. So anyway, you can see here that the cost of my course and the bonuses is over $26,000. It's priced so much more reasonably than that. It's literally designed to pay for itself within the first 8 to 12 weeks. And again, here's what you get. You get templates that are done for you with landing page copy, email nurture sequence, documents, client emails, pricing guides, landing pages, booking scripts, funnel templates, Facebook ads, everything. It also comes with really supportive group calls for questions that you can ask when you get stuck. And everybody in my membership, in my mastermind, says, I'm blown away by how much support I have. You can ask any question in the Facebook group for daily, Monday through Friday answers, or jump on our weekly calls to get answers. Now, this is what you can expect when you work with me. So you can implement your new sales funnel up and running in about 10 days. In weeks 2 through 4, you're going to be starting generating your revenue, which again, the course is designed to literally pay for itself. And then months 2 through 6 is when you start really hitting your stride with consistent growth results. And each strategy that you will learn is worth the investment on its own. So I'm going to show you in this how to do Facebook ad copy, how to do the Facebook ad strategies, how to create that irresistible offer, how to present it most effectively and efficiently on a landing page. And my booking script alone, I booked 9 out of 10 calls. I just want to introduce you to Brandy really quick. I love Brandy. I love working with her. She said, thank you. You were right. The course would pay for itself. I got 5 more inquiries last night. How much longer do I leave this ad on? Because I'm really starting to feel overwhelmed. I have a total of 28 inquiries. When should I turn this off? Yay, Brandy. So with every mentoring offer, you know there's 2 costs. There's the cost of actually signing up. There's the cost of the program. And again, mine is designed to help give you full return on your investment with just 3 new clients. Most of our clients are able to accomplish this within the first 60 days of the program. So they're well on their way to make 10 or more. Many make like between 20 and 25 is pretty normal in the first year. And then there's the cost of not taking the action. And that is a bummer. The cost of not taking the action is to not be able to have that income for this month, next month, the month after that, or your entire career. Like that is such a drag. It's like you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to stay stuck. Like ask yourself, if you have had less than a $10,000 month last month, or if you have had, like how many leads did you get last week? If you didn't get at least 5 or 10 or 15 or like Brandy, 28, like ask yourself, does this even sound safe to be in this business? Do I want to be stuck here? Or you could be like I was and you could start making bank in my little 1-car humble garage. Sales funnel up 1 week, booking, shooting, charging full price the next week. And Rosalind was so gracious and said, you just cannot put a price on having someone literally walk you through the exact path to getting your business to the next level. I love sharing Jana's story. She made $240K with her campaign when she started using her Facebook ads and worked with me. And she said, worth every penny. Don't even think twice. This was the best investment I ever made. And we have stories from Julie. Dina's helped create a campaign that has transformed my business and my life. I'm attracting ideal clients who value my work, service, and products. If you're on the fence, do it now. Misty said, Dina's method helped me go from booking hardly any clients to an overwhelming amount that's kept me busy. And this is literally, you guys, I've worked with over 300 photographers, and you can see their own words, their own results. Like Claire said, my lease was up. I was thinking of giving up having a studio when I bought this course, and then I got a steady flow of leads. And people say things like, it's a dream come true. Most of my business over the last year was from this campaign. I ran an ad for less than 2 weeks. Yeah, keeping my calendar and bank account full. That is how it's done. So I teach you inside. Let me take you through walk you through what's literally inside. I teach you how to choose 6 to 12 of your best A++ photos to set up your sales page using my copy. This can be done in less than a day. I have a video in there where I do it in about, a few hours. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to wonder what to say. You don't have to wonder what pictures to use. I literally walk you through step by step because I've seen the most high converting landing page. Also, when you're working with me, you're inside a private Facebook group with other photographers who are right where you are. And they say, oh, here, look at mine. You can see mine. And so the Facebook ads themselves, they can be done in an hour, people. Can you believe this? It takes less than an hour. It literally, there's one video that says, I'm setting up what I know are going to be high converting, winning ads, and the whole thing is done in like 22 minutes. So you can follow over my shoulder as I teach them to you, so you can get consistent, reliable, repeatable clients. And I'm going to, when you use my magic booking script, you will learn how to book more clients right on the phone. You're going to use the subtle differences in language that gets them. They literally say, hang on, let me go get my purse. My clients hardly ever say, let me think about it. And here's what I never let them do. They never say, send me an invoice and then I'll pay it. No. You say, I'm going to book this for you. And I have some little magic words and they go, okay, let me get my purse. One of my bonuses I love is how to completely separate yourself from all local competition in your market. When you bring your clients back to an exhibit where you have featured photographs from your campaign, and I can literally give you a plug and play professionally written press release to invite your local TV, radio, news media, and influencers so that you can become the go-to photographer in your area. I'm telling you, you're going to blow your competition completely out of the water, because there is no greater endorsement than your former clients bringing their friends to see your gorgeous work featuring them. And when I did my first campaign, I was in my local 2 different radio shows. I was in a magazine. I was in the newspaper. There were articles. There was so much press written about, and so much press attention based on the campaign that I was running. And literally now I'm in the subsequent years of running my campaign, and I don't even need my ads anymore because I get so much organic traffic, because I became the go-to photographer who did this. And this is a game changer. Now, your campaign, it requires that you define your ideal client and you niche down. It requires that you create a sales funnel with a landing page and an irresistible offer, and it requires that you drive traffic with organic and paid ad strategies to that landing page. So you want TLC. You want traffic, leads, and conversions. And that is what I teach you how to get. And your photography business will be completely transformed in a life-changing way because you're using a sales funnel, not a website. I can't stress this enough. When you stop using a website to book clients, your business will explode and take off, just like Rosalind, just like Jonna, just like Brandy, just like Lana, just like me. And here's what I teach you to do. It's all the magic in this sales page right here. And then you drive traffic. TLC, traffic, leads, conversions. You drive traffic with your ad, your social media posts, your group posts, your promotional emails. You drive traffic to that landing page, and your business will take off in a way just like this, just like Wendy, just like Karen. Oh my goodness. It's so bonkers to me how effective and simple and easy and doable my system is, and so completely different. You can't learn this on YouTube. You can't reverse engineer it. You can't get it from any other mentor. You can't get it from any coach, because it was unique to me. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. I spent 25 years of my career in advertising before I became a portrait photographer. So you get the shortcut. You get the lift up. You get the leg up on kind of understanding. It's like I open my mind and share all of my secrets with you based on my 25 plus years of advertising to get you more leads, more clients, and make you more money. And this is my promise to you. So if you're feeling like, damn, it's my time, I want this, I totally want this, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to drop a comment in the post below. I want you to say me. Drop a comment, me, below, and my assistant Amber will reach out to you and offer you a free brand audit for your own business so that we can tailor a solution specifically for you, no matter where you live. By the way, I work with photographers literally all over the world. I have photographers in Germany rocking this, in the UK, in France, in Italy, in Spain, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Portugal. Ooh, one is on a tiny little island, the island between England and France. It's called Jersey. If you heard of the tiny little island, he's going completely bonkers. Oliver, if you're listening to this, drop a yes, because he's just been rocking it. And anyway, it's just so great. So you can get on Amber's calendar in a couple ways. Number one, you can just comment me in the comments below, like me, or it's my time, or hell yes, or just say me. Or you can go to dina.live/Amber-calendar. And here's the thing. I have a make your money back guarantee. Your success is absolutely inevitable, and you will make your investment back in 90 days, or I will personally work with you one-on-one until you do. Now, you can't just not do the course, and you can't not do the work and expect a guarantee. But I promise you, if you take the steps, if you do the work, and again, what the work is, it's 1 day of a landing page and 1 hour of a Facebook ad. If you just do that work, you will get the results, just like Yvonne. And here she is talking about, she made $39,000, almost 40 grand working with me. And it's just so exciting to see the change that can absolutely happen for you and your business too. When you go to Amber's calendar, dina.live/Amber-calendar, you're going to see this screen where you can just choose your own time. And again, you know what? On this call, there's nothing for sale. This is just a quick little 15-minute chat with Amber just to see if we can help. She's going to ask you a few questions about where you're at in your business, just to see if this is a good fit for us to work together. And I really only want to work with people who need and want to make at least $10K a month or $120,000 a year. This is, I'll put it to you this way. If you're like, say you have another job and you're happy with $5K a month or something because you only want to do it part-time, that's fine. That's okay. But if you are a shoot and burner who's only making $200 from a shoot, I'm going to encourage you to raise your prices. And I'm going to encourage you to use mine as an example and use my product and pricing guide as an example. And I can help get you there. I don't mind pushing you up the hill with my own self. But I want you to want those goals, because I want to work with people who really want to create a sustainable, profitable business to take care of themselves, to take care of their families, and to get the results that you know you want and you deserve. So I just want to say thank you again so much for joining me today. There we go. I just want to say thank you again so much for joining me today. It was so lovely to see you. I was just so happy. I want to make sure that everybody gets this free PDF that I have outlined here. So reach out to say me in the comments, and Amber's going to text it to you or message it to you however you want. And I know many of you had signed up via email to be here in the group, so you will receive this. So watch your email, and we're going to be sending out your free PDF. I hope you found a lot of value. I hope you feel like now you can avoid those mistakes. And I hope you found that now you may know a path forward to get the photography 6-figure portrait business of your dreams. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you very soon.